Welcome to episode 19 of the How Is He podcast. Joined as always by my co-host, Paul Papadoling. This week, we're going to do a season review or preview. This has been requested loads of times in the Q&A episode we've done. Everyone do a review, do a preview. So we're going to do it. So here's how it's going to happen, Pop. We're going to start in Division 2, which is the Whites Division. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah.
We'll go through teams and we'll make a prediction who's going to go up.
Okay.
Or who's going to go down. So who's going to win it, who's going to go down, who will be the dark horses, whatever way the conversation goes. If it's a case that we say someone is going down, please don't take offence to it.
No.
It's just an opinion.
It's just an opinion.
You don't have to respect it or listen to it, but it's just an opinion, right? So starting off, Papa, we'll do the Whites division. So Vale have gone up from that division. So what's left in is Ballinglass, Castle Rangers, Dolman B, Parkville B, Newark B, who else is in it? Collection B, Hanover B, Burn Celtic B. I'm missing one. I can't get them. Hold on. Where is it gone? Anyway, O&M, Pop. Nurney. Sorry, I missed Nurney.
Who would? Castle Rangers are decent.
Seem to be young, don't they?
Depends. Hanover, well, they won't win it. I don't think so. They'll struggle in it. Depends who they have, really.
Yeah.
Trying to bring up a few young lads as well. I played a few games with them last year, but I won't be playing this year.
Do you have an announcement?
No.
Are you jacking it in?
Oh, after this year, yeah, my knees are killing me, man.
Are you finishing? 35s and all?
35s and all, I'd say, yeah.
Go away.
Too sore, patch.
This episode has just changed.
Yeah, it's just never... it's not... Do you know what it is? It's just... My knees are cracking going up the stairs and everything, and...
Really?
Sore now. I never got injured, but I say it's just wear and tear.
Are you playing a game with 35s on a Friday or Saturday and you're sore on a Tuesday kind of thing, is it?
No, I wouldn't, no, because... I tell you what it is, I used to be able to play and then get up and I could play 18 holes the next day. It wouldn't bother me. And it's affecting...
Oh, really?
Me mobility, whatever you want to call it. It's just... I'm not right.
Okay, gotcha.
It's just sore, that's all. It's just age, that's all it is, you know. I'm not a babushka anymore.
Yeah, well, sure, at least you can identify that. Yeah, so that's your rule, though, going back to Hanover Hearts team anyway.
Yeah, look, I'd never lead them short, but they'll have loads of lads up there.
So you're registered?
No.
Burn Celtic B didn't have a great time at the division last year. Do you think they'll improve?
The middle of the road, I'd say. Dolman will be middle of the road, I'd say.
Wolf Hill,
I don't know.
But see, that's the thing I have with that division.
Ballinglass will go well.
But Ballinglass, Castle, Wolf Hill, Nurney, that's their first team.
That's their first team, yeah. That Ballinglass team is good. It's good for young lads on it now.
I think Nurney are going to be dark horse in that division. I heard a rumour of who's gone back in to take them over.
Right.
And he's a very good soccer man.
Right.
So I think if he can get inner lads back that were around the club, around that youth time, one of the youths.
Great youth team, yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Depend, like, you know after a couple of games when you see them, you're like, they're a good outfit, you know. But there's a lot of players from Nurney not playing with Nurney, which is not right, I don't think.
Yeah.
And if they got them back,
it'd
be a totally different team.
That's soccer, it happens, doesn't it? For me, I'd say Ballinglass to win it.
Yeah.
I think Burn need to massively improve to get out of the bottom position, which could be a massive hurdle. But considering their first teams in the Premier,
they went to a mixed patch last year as well. That tragedy sort of upset that team.
That's right, yeah.
Accident upset that team, and I think the players took their eye off the ball. Which
is understandable as well. Yeah, absolutely.
It affected him, I know, because I didn't know the young lad himself personally, but that wasn't a great Burn Celtic team. I'm sure they'll add a few players to it, but if they don't, they'll be in trouble, they say.
Depending on Hanover, definitely improve. I'd say Collection should improve. I'd say Burn have the biggest gap to fill to get out of the position they're in.
Yeah.
I'd say Ballinglass would be thereabouts. I think Nurney will be the surprise package in that division.
Ballinglass was sort of unlucky. I think they finished second last year, did they?
Yeah.
They were unlucky that Vale team was so good.
Yeah, that Vale team is very strong.
Very, very strong.
Yeah. They'll be good. They'll
be alright in Division 1, I'd say.
They'll be good in that Division 1.
Yeah.
On Division 1, then that's kind of Division 2 wrapped up. Who do you think is going to win it? Sorry, Division 2.
I'd say Ballinglass.
Okay.
Yeah. Newark B will be there. Right thereabouts.
Okay.
They're all right. And we'll see what Nerney has, but I'd say bottom class champions, yeah.
Okay, cool. Into Division 1, you have Feix, Dolman, Mill Celtic, Pats B team, Stanley Rovers, Ballymurphy, Crete Yard United B finished bottom of that pile last year. Who stands out for you in that one, Pop?
Has to be Feix. They've signed good players.
Signed well.
They've signed premier players. They're playing Division 1. And look, it's the harder one to win. That Division 1, it's so tough. But they have every attribute going.
In saying that, I agree with you 100%. But in saying that, Dolman Celtic could be as good as anyone.
Proper ballers in that team too. Like the two Dorleys.
But you can't say two Dorleys, Joe Dorn, Keelan Lacey and Danny Thompson aren't Premier footballers.
Oh, they are. They're very, very good.
Like
you talk about like touch and skill.
Yeah.
They have every attribute going.
Tidy out.
Yeah. And knows where the goal is too.
Yeah. So
I think Feix would be stronger defensively.
Yeah.
And that's what they're getting at. Bobby's a big plus there.
I know Pooch has gone in there. Like for me, Ricky Lawler is one of the best centre halves in Carl or mind in the first division, you know, and that's massive for them. Mill Celtic though, I went down to see Mill Celtic play last year. They must have 27 lads talked out. Yeah,
it's the hard place to go and win. They
love their soccer down there, don't they?
They love it, yeah. They don't travel well. No. But by Jesus, hard to beat them down there.
Yeah.
And physical too. Like they'll be right up for that battle now.
Were they ever in the Premier?
No, not Mill weren't. We actually bet them in we bet them in a Shield final. I don't know what year. It was going to be my first year. They were in Division 1, but never in the Premier. But
okay.
Winning Division 1, or up close to the top of Division 1, but
they never come out of it.
Never come out of it, no.
They've been in Division a long time, haven't they?
It was tight. That game was. We played them in the Shield final. It was doing little.
Some good lads. I had a couple of lads in with the Carlow Youths time I was involved with them, Oscar Trainer Youths, and one of the Mackies, very good soccer player, Brian.
Very good, yeah.
Young lad in goal, very, very good, and had a striker who was also excellent. The name passes me now, but did traditionally. Jesus, a hard place to go on. A big football tradition there, to be fair. Pats B, I think Pats B's
remit. That's the first year together.
Pats B?
Yeah, last year. Last year.
Yeah.
In Division 1.
Yeah. They've been Division 1 since I've been there. They've been Division 1 a long time. They're Division 1.
Who's on that?
It's just to be decided, I suppose, really. You know, you kind of train at the moment as one group. There's no kind of pigeonhole of your net team or your youths, your St. Pat's until you kick a ball.
Yeah.
But I think the remit there is to keep them in, is to stay. I think for a Premier team to have your first division, your B team playing the first division is massive.
Massive, yeah.
I think it's massive. And
it's a big step up in Division 2, Division 1.
100%. So say, for instance, you have a player that's come back from injury and he's not Premier ready. Well, I can guarantee you, put him in the first division, he'll be Premier ready in a couple of weeks. Compared to putting him in Division 2.
Yeah,
you know?
I know.
And that's not disrespect Division 2, so I think Pat's remit there is to kind of stay in that division. That's the target to go. But they're always mid-table. They could beat anyone. And if they get a bit of luck, they'll be thereabouts. Slaney, I'm excited to see this year, to be honest with you.
Dominic Byrne gone in, is he?
Dominic has gone in, I'm told, or I've seen it on socials. If he's half a good a coach, he was a player or manager, they'll be alright, won't they? I think Ballymurphy will. Do you know what it is, Papa? I couldn't call that division. I know you're right about Feix and Dominic are kind of the standout, but Ballymurphy get their act together.
Hardest place.
A few good young lads there, and
good youth team.
Yeah,
they've a good youth team. That I don't know whether. I know hurling is a big pull down there as well, so they get affected by that. But in regards, if they have their full squad for every game of the season, they'll go well too.
Yeah,
because
you're right.
Them boys don't know when they're beaten.
No, they're very hard bet.
Yeah,
even when they were in the Premier a couple of years ago. Like they're very hard bet. Crete Yard B, I think they've had a couple of seasons now where they're in the position to finish there last year. And I suppose their first team was so light in the ground last year, probably had to use the B team players and kind of hit them a little bit hard, right? I think the big thing for that division is that everyone finishes the division, so that there's no teams pulled out. I think it's disgusting to see a team not finish.
Yeah.
And I know it happens. But when you have a team in that position that's on the edge of folding, the league should be saying, what can we do for you boys to keep you in here?
Can we help you?
Can we give you the weekend off? Can we move your games to midweek so that your lads can play for the A team on the weekend?
It's hard to do that too, though. It's not all in the league as well.
It's not. But 100% correct.
They can help them, but there's onus on the club as well to have a little bit of responsibility to finish out the season.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Who do you think could be the standout player in that division?
I think Ben Dorgan is a level above that Phoenix team. I think
there's a lot, isn't there?
Yeah,
there's a lot popping.
Liam Ryan and he's there can be excellent for up front for down in Celtic.
One of the best.
Yeah, Joe Doran is class.
Joe Doran.
I love going and watching them play. I just think they're exciting players. Keelan Lacey, brilliant with the ball at his feet. Ben Dorley's fantastic. Jamie has a bad injury. I think he's trying to come back, but I don't know whether he's back this year or not.
Some soccer player.
Yeah, excellent soccer players.
Danny Thompson.
Yeah. Oh, Premier League.
Yeah. But even that Ballymurphy team, the young Joyce chap.
Yeah.
I seen him play a couple of. He is rapid.
Excellent.
A really, really good soccer player. Mill Celtic, the Mackies playing for them. I genuinely couldn't call. I'd probably call it who finished last rather than who finished top. Again, I would agree with you. I think Phoenix or Dolman. But you know what it is? If Mill Celtic, Slaney Rovers and Ballymurphy start well, and Pats B start well, there'll be nothing between them.
No, and the thing about it, Podge, is them teams that you named, they're a hard place to go and get a win.
Yeah.
Slaney, Ballymurphy, Mill.
Only two B teams in that division.
It's all as Pats B and Critty RB.
I think that's like Ballymurphy, Slaney, Mill, Dolman, Phoenix, all their first team. That makes that so competitive.
Oh, it does.
Imagine you extended the Premier and put them first teams in that division as well.
Yeah.
That'd be a disaster of a league. Be a queer hard league.
It surely would. Jesus Christ. Yeah, look, we always said it, Podge, it's the hardest division to get out of. For various reasons. It's tough.
You need to go on. If you look at Burn Celtic last year,
if you can put a string of games together, Podge.
Yes.
Unbeaten. In regards of, if you can win 4 on the bounce.
Yeah,
it's such a plus.
Exactly.
But it's very hard to win 3 on the bounce, 2 on the bounce.
Correct.
It's tough.
Correct. Burn lost 1 last year. 43 goals for. But Phoenix scored 42.
Yeah.
But they lost 4 games. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, quick maths. Phoenix less points, but
Burn Celtic beat them twice, didn't they?
I think Phoenix bet Burn Celtic in Burn Celtic.
I was down at that game.
Oh, that was the cup.
Well, that was the cup game.
I think so.
Yeah. It was a cup game.
I think so. I think Phoenix got caught away to Mill and away to Ballymurphy last year.
They lost a couple of silly games, yeah.
Silly games. But anyway, look.
Well, for them.
Regardless.
But we say silly games. It's easy to lose a game in that division.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Sure, they're all silly, that's the case.
The start is crucial, Patch. The start is absolutely crucial in that. If someone can win the first 4 games in that, you're home and hosed. Not home and hosed, but
you're thereabouts.
Momentum carries then, and numbers are better in training, and look, lads, we're close now. We just have to keep it going, and that's it,
Yeah, I've been there. I've been there at division, but it's extremely difficult. And
Vale will be all right in it.
Vale's B team.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Vale's B team. They'll be. Well, I reckon that B team is as good as any B team.
Yeah.
I reckon that B team is as good as any team in that first division.
Yeah, I played against them last year. They're good players in it.
But that's great that they have a team in that division now and the Premier as well.
Oh yeah,
that's brilliant for the club.
Well, it is. It's just available. And again, it comes back to what you're saying. Their Premier team and their second division team, or their second team, is in the Division 1,
which is brilliant.
A big plus. Hanover's B team is in Division 2.
Yeah,
there's a big step from Premier to Division 2.
I think it puts you in a position where you can train together.
Yeah.
Because the Gulf isn't, not that the Gulf is massive, but the Gulf isn't that big, that you can train together and you can kind of work off the same template. But if you're in the lower divisions, it's very hard to work off the same template because it's almost a different game.
Yeah. I no disrespect to anybody, some of the B team lads, we train together at the start of the year, and there is a difference in the drills when you're doing them. It breaks down an awful lot with some of the B team lads.
Yeah.
Pa is going to try and get some of the 35s to beat him this year.
Oh, brilliant.
Even when I play with them, like, I be a calm and influence on them, say.
Yeah.
Just they need a couple of older figures. Every B team does.
Yeah.
Need a couple of older figures in around them that have played the game and just don't get phased.
Yeah.
Trying to educate them on the field. And,
Yeah.
you know, it's... You'd see some of the lads at the B team, older lads, and you'd say, he's a good player and he's there. He knows exactly what to do.
Proper player.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had Rossi train us for kind of a little bit of pre-season last year, and sure, he was brilliant.
Yeah. He has it in his, you'd always have it in your head. You see the pass, you know.
Can play.
Oh, yeah.
Understands the functions, understands the drills, understands the possession games. You know, and okay, he's not the same player he was 10 years ago, but he still can play.
Yeah.
You know, and in a small sided thing as well, where it's 150 miles an hour, once your touch is good, you'll get away with it. So even yourself. You know, like you I know you're hurting, but you'll be able to stand into a 5v5 in a 20x20 and be comfortable.
Yeah.
No problem. I'm going to pop this about here. There's no panic
Just
at all.
One touch.
Yeah. Pop.
Yeah.
Pop. So you reckon Felix?
I think Felix are definitely the team to beat in it. If you ask me to make a decision who's going to be champions, I'd say Felix would be strong favourites.
Any surprises in it?
They'll be, even though they come up, they'll be okay.
Yeah, I think they'll be close enough. And at the
They're
bottom end of it,
I think ERB might be in a bit of trouble. Depends, like if to get a few footballers at the start.
Yeah.
To give them a dig out to get them a couple of games, but over the course of a season they might struggle, you know.
Yeah, they scored 5 goals in the league last year. 14, yeah. Yeah. But Ballymurphy only won 5 games in the division last year. No one's saying that, so did Pats and so did Slaney, but that's going to be tight. I couldn't call that. Couldn't call that. On to the main event, Papa.
The main event.
Le Premier. Okay. Crittayard, The Walk, Pats, Bagnallstown, Parkville, Hanover, Vale, Kilree, Killeshin, and we're adding Burn Celtic to that. So it's 10-team division.
10-team division.
Who are you thinking?
Even though Crittayard won it last year, I think it has to be New Walk. I think Pats will run New Walk closest this year. I think Kilree could be in trouble on the bottom of the division.
Okay.
Bagnallstown have lost a couple of players. Big players for them.
Yeah.
And even though I don't think they'll get relegated or be in trouble, I don't think they'll be as strong as last year. Like Bagnallstown are a good team, but to lose the players after losing is they're going to be in trouble. Not in trouble, but they won't feature anything, I don't think.
I think if I'm involved at Bagnallstown and they haven't signed anyone and they've lost or whoever have moved on or whatever, I'd be thinking, right, it's time to consolidate now and just make sure that we're Premier.
Yeah.
And that's not a negative. But
no, it's not negative. It's like, what?
No one's saying that they could go and they could add players. You wouldn't know, you know, because there is players in the town that are proper, like the Clarks, Styler. Like there's a couple of lads that, you know, from that town that are good soccer players. Like I know you'll never replace what they've lost, right? You'll never replace what they've lost, but you know, there is players in the town that are not playing soccer, that are good enough to play soccer at Premier level.
They might come back and bail them out now, maybe.
You wouldn't know.
No,
you wouldn't know. I agree with you with Newark. But outside of that, Crittayard, Papa.
No, sure, they'll always be there.
And I've heard, and we had buds on here, and I've heard lads say to me, it's the worst Crittayard team I've seen in the last 15 years. I've probably even said it's the worst Crittayard team I've seen in 10 years or 15 years. Go beat them.
Yeah.
Go fucking beat them.
Yeah.
Like I seen you play them out there. You're probably a better team. Cottle got injured, missed a great chance in the same phase. Craig went down and scored.
Yeah. Yeah, late 15 minutes to go.
To beat you 2-1, was it? I'm right saying that? 2-0.
The second goal was the deflected shot, sort of.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
but we had good chances in that game to get, like, we could have got something on. Even the game, and we played them in the Plots, and they were 2-0 up. We gave away 2 stupid goals.
Yeah.
Inside the first 10 minutes. Then McCarran scored a great header from a corner. Owen Byrne scored a great goal. They had a corner, which is unusual to score this one against Queen.
Yeah.
They had a corner 15 seconds later in the back of their net, which hit them on the break. It was a great ball up. who it could have been Kai, and it was a one little touch, just like only someone like Kai could have done it. It was brave, and you have to see the touch. Like you have to see the game in that way. This touch, and it was just a touch at the outside. He dummied as if he was going to turn with the ball, turn left facing our goal, in sort of in the centre circle, but he seen Owen coming, and he knew Owen had the legs and the man trying to catch him, and he dummied the goal left and touched with about outside of his right and left it onto Owen, and Owen went on. Then you couldn't catch Owen ball.
You won't catch him. An animal.
He buried it, and that was 2-2, and we had a good chance to go 3-2 up, but then they scored. And it's like, how did you lose that game? But it's typical Gritty era.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, they just get it done.
And like, I know they had a savage foundation there. Like, we had Badger on here doing team of the season, and Matt Kelly was in his team of the season. If it was outright, I agree. I think Matt was fantastic for them.
Yeah.
Like, I never seen him been bad or concede a stupid goal. Like, and then you have the three boys in front of him who played Craig, Mikey, and Rocky. Was it?
Yeah.
Then you just have animals outside of that.
But the setup was different, Patch. They knew in some games that I think the disappointment, even talking to Budgie, the league game when you walk beating 2-0 in Gritty Yard, they never turn up that day.
Yeah.
It's not like Gritty Yard now turn up for a big game.
Yeah.
But they'd be chomping at the bit, like. But I was down at the game in, who was the player? Semi-final of the Cup.
In Newark.
Yeah. Remember we were at it?
Yeah.
To just set up differently, not to concede goals.
Yeah.
Mightn't be great to watch, but my jazz is effective.
But it's hard. It's first of all, it's hard to do that because you need the right clientele, the right kind of player, right? It's very hard. But it's also hard from a coaching perspective to have the knowledge to be able to set up like that for the majority of games and pick teams off. Like they did it in Clary.
Yeah.
Beck, what did it be? Clary 1-0 in Clary?
1-0, yeah.
They beat us 2-1 down at Pat's a last minute goal.
Yes, I was down with that. Yeah.
Like, do you know that they're
3-2, scored the last 5-10 minutes maybe.
Evan scored a screamer, draw 1-1 in the
first game of the season.
First game of the season.
Yeah.
Like I said this, and there's two things to say about it. Critty Yard are the worst team I've seen in a long time, or the worst Critty side. Go beat them number 1. The league is terrible. Go win it.
Well, anybody says that hasn't a clue.
Yeah, sure. I've heard it, but go win it. Kilree, you think they'll struggle?
I think they'll struggle this year, yeah.
I have a thing about the Kilree thing. I thought about because we were doing this episode today. I think if Kilree be Kilree and do Kilree things, I think they'll be fine.
What do you mean by that?
If they set up rigid, play off diags, play off second balls, and have that attitude going forward, I think they'll be okay. Like
the second ball sort of first all the time.
Yeah. Like we played them not the season before, so 2 seasons ago in Pats. I think we won the game 5-3. But we were 3-0 up all of a sudden. 3-2.
Yeah.
4-2. 20 minutes left or whatever. 4-3. Like they don't die.
No, they don't, no.
They never die. And I felt we played them, it's funny, we played them down in the Shield. I know they were obviously missing a few players, whatever everyone was at that time, right? And we bet them comfortably in Kilree. I was thinking to myself, I think these could be in trouble. It's like the warrant Kilree. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Like, and I know we went down there in the league and we drew on all with them. And I remember saying to Mikko after the game, I said, you know what? If you go like that every weekend, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
But can they be like that every weekend is the question.
But this is what, you know. Yeah. But then again, it's down to the profile of the player to have to get.
Mikko's stepped down, I think, has he?
I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but like I think if Kilree stick to the Kilree way, I think they'll be fine.
Right.
That's my opinion. Collection, obviously major changes out there. Massive changes in Collection. I don't know what way it's going to go. I think Collection have some really good players. I think a lot of them were lost in the shuffle last year, to be honest with you. Like I'd rate Evan Lowry is one of the best in the league, to be honest with you.
Very good, yeah. Excellent.
And that's just example of one. Obviously Adam Steed, top scorer, thereabouts most seasons. I think they have
scored, isn't he?
I think they also have to find an identity as well. I don't even know what they are.
We hit on that with Parkville, didn't we?
Yeah.
You don't know what you're going to get with Parkville.
No.
You know, and that's why they just fall short the last couple of years. They're always going to be third or fourth in that, but they never, like, any Parkville man, to be honest, as well, and say Parkville won't be winning the league.
Parkville was a funny one though, Papa. Like, I seen them beating Oak in that Shield, right?
Yeah.
Didn't we do a collection bet them?
The next game, 3-0.
3-0?
Yeah, in collection on the Friday night. I couldn't believe it.
Like,
yeah, and I didn't make that Shield final, but I believe they were value for money.
yeah, they were excellent. They were hard working. They were Parkville. Parkville, I have the same about Parkville. They'll outplay anyone.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what 11 they put out. They'll play.
Yeah,
they'll get it down.
Yeah.
They'll play off sets. They'll play 1-2s. They're fantastic at Kevin McCartney springs to mind. Neil Phelan springs to mind. Robbie Farrell.
Yeah.
Graham Byrne.
Jack O'Neill has done a great job.
Jack O'Neill, like all technically, Joe Sunderland when he was there, unbelievable soccer players.
Michael the Bosch up front.
The Bosch.
Some fucking goal scorer.
Like their fullbacks can always play, their centre halves can always play. I know they had Kevin Murphy there, they had Jake Hickey in there. Like all super players. Like they have as much, like you mentioned, Pats will be close. Parkville, pound for pound, have just as good players as St. Pats have.
They do, yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
If they can get them all, a proper squad.
I think they have
probably the dark horses in the league.
100%. They have to start really strong.
Yeah.
And I know all the lads that are involved there, they'll be prepared anyway, right? They'll have their work done in relation to pre-season. They'll have their work done in relation to recruitment. There's no doubt about that. I just think it's how they start is what'll matter. And I think they could be the one that will be close to number 2 or number 1 if they can start well. Bagnallstown we mentioned, I think they'll have to consolidate and stay, and the remit is we have to stay where we are now.
It goes back to what we did. I made it 2 seasons ago, a 2-game league.
Yeah.
And I don't need to be in that much trouble as we were that year.
Yeah.
But at the start, after 6 or 7 or 8 games, you know exactly where you are in the league. And then they'll have to say, we'll have to change our approach around the games and we'll have to make it hard to beat, not go and attack teams and conceding stupid goals at the other end. Where, as you said, solidify, get in behind the ball, win the scraps, and then see where you go from there, because that's the be all and end all in relegation battle.
Yeah.
Winning them, the ball is in the air, win the next one on the ground. You can't be losing the header and then losing the next ball after that. Like that's the bread and butter of the relegation battle. Like we've been in it. I've played in relegation battles.
Did you get as much joy of
loved it?
Staying up than you did? I know this is probably a stupid question, right? But hear me out. I want to ask you this for a while now. Is the feeling the same? Staying up, knowing what hand you were dealt with that Hanover group, and winning the league.
It was. I tell you what, Podge, I was fairly proud of myself because I did it on my own that year.
Okay.
And I brought Dacker and Trevor and Stuart in last year.
Yeah.
But that year, like, I was up on it, like Jason Murphy was brilliant to me. He was up helping me with the nets, but I had to do the nets on my own. Had to play.
Yeah.
Premier, fucking 44 years of age.
Yeah.
Like, and where I always played in the middle of the field, Patch, so I couldn't play right back or.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, even though you get lots of the ball and all that, but I play up front, but I had to go in and play middle of the field.
Yeah.
And push another lad to a position to be able, his legs to get around the pitch better than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played fucking 7 or 8 games and then, but the feeling just to stay up, like, was brilliant because Hanover's too big not to be in the Premier Division.
100% correct.
Do you know? So we made it the league, inside the league.
Yeah.
We achieved our goal. We've won our 2 games against Ballymurphy, and that was a brilliant feeling at the end of the year. That was.
Did you play any of the games?
I did, yeah.
Did you play in both Ballymurphy games?
Oh no, I played in one of the plots anyway.
Okay.
I came on in a few minutes.
They were close though, were they?
I played against New Walk.
They were close though, right? He didn't like steamroll them.
No, we beat Ballymurphy out there. We were 3-0 up on Ballymurphy. It was a brilliant start. We come out of blocks now. So we had to.
Yeah.
And I had everybody there that I wanted there. Like, a lot of lads were playing Gaelic, but I had a full complement that day. And I said, I have to have everybody going to Ballymurphy.
Yeah.
I can't be going there 11 or 12 lads.
Yeah.
And we were 3-0 up, and then they scored, and then all of a sudden then their tails are up.
3-2.
3-2, and then we got 4-2, and that was sort of to finish up the game. But we played them in the plots, and we were losing 1-0, I think. We bet them 2-1 in the end, but it was nothing in the 2 games, like.
Yeah.
You know, so it wasn't an achievement in its own, boys, because my brother Pat didn't get to play one game with me.
Cool.
Yeah, he had to come on. Yeah, honest to God, like, it was a real club effort, Patch, and a club effort like that at the bottom end of the scale is as good as a feeling as it is winning a trophy.
But is it also crazy how quick it can turn for a club? Like,
massively.
If you take your eye off the ball, I see it with Pats. Right, I seen it with Pats the year before I kind of went back in. Badger took the manager job, I kind of went back in. Like, I would agree with you. Pats are the same thing. They're too weak of a club not to be in the Premier.
Yeah.
But it can fall so easy, man.
Yeah.
Like, do you know...
I that squad I had, that beaten in 2 playoffs, then you get eventually win the league.
Yeah.
Picked up 11 trophies, I think, in 4 years or 5 years, whatever it was. And then...
change hands, whatever.
I took a break. I needed a break away, and then COVID came in, and I never went back after COVID. I just said I need a break away from it. And then I didn't go look at games or nothing. Wouldn't go look at them or nothing. Then I started got itchy feet. I went back up, looked at a couple of games. I was mad to shout in an opinion, but I couldn't. And I could see the mistakes they were making, and I couldn't say it. And then Alan was obviously doing it, Alan Shaw, and I'd be great friends with Alan, and I tried to tell him a few things, having a pipe with him, do you know what I mean? That who you need to slap and who you need to hug, and you know, and some people are really good at it, some people are not good at it.
Is he still involved, Alan?
Alan's playing 35, yeah.
35.
Yeah. Excellent. He's technically very good.
Yeah.
Plays sort of in the 6 as well. He's
very underrated player.
Very fit.
But even when he played a junior, he was extremely underrated.
Yeah. Remember the game in Pats?
Yeah.
He scored a hat-trick that day, didn't he?
Bet it's 3-1, yeah.
He got the G.
As big as the feat we had that year was that game.
That game, yeah.
We were flying.
Free kick, unbelievable free kick.
Yeah.
You know, but he did that job, and I don't know what happened. It just it didn't go well.
Well, look, it can. Every team has a transition period, and every team goes through changes. And when you peak at I wouldn't say peak, but when you get 11 trophies over a short period of time, like, that's massive. But what the point I'm making is, it's very easy to fall.
Oh, it is, yeah.
It's like boom.
Well, there's always a couple of players, Paddy, that hold a team together for you.
Yeah.
And I think what happened with Hanover, it's not Alan's fault. It's just the players stopped playing all the big characters at the same time.
Yeah.
Like Swanee got injured. You had your Perrin, we had
Cottle got injured.
The middle, Cottle got injured. Blackjack stopped playing. Swanee got injured. There's your heart of the team. Phil was carrying a little bit of a knock. Delaney was gone. Do you know, like, that's the core of the team. Yeah. Straight down through the middle. Like, that's where your strength is.
Did Kite go to Dolman at the time, did he?
Kite went to Dolman, and Graham went to Dolman, and Mort got injured over in Pats.
Yeah.
Simon O'Shea had a baby, he was living in Naas, didn't make it anymore. You know, that's 6 or 7 players that start every week, and that's how easily it can go.
But that's what I like about junior soccer, though, Papa, because there's no, even though at the moment you're going through a period of domination of Newark and Cretyard to a certain extent, right? You're going through that kind of period. It can still change them so quick. Like, that's the beauty I think about junior soccer. Like, it can change so quick.
Yeah.
And I think that's the way it should be. So for me, at this level, success goes in circles. And if you hang in there and stay in there and get it right, eventually you'll be at the, you know,
you'll change back again.
Yeah, 100%.
It'll change back again. Like, that league last year, the difference, I know there's only a point in the end, I think, was it? The
top, 38, 39, yeah.
You walk through games.
Didn't lose a game.
But
drew 5.
But drew games that Cretyard didn't draw. When did Cretyard lose?
1. That was in the Newark game.
Yeah.
And it drew 3.
But in Newark, drawn with Collision.
But I felt that division last year, right? Like, I felt that the year before, I thought it was weak. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
I thought it was weak. I thought Cretyard were okay. I thought Newark were excellent. And then I thought it was ourselves. I know we finished second, but I wouldn't have said we were better than Park, right? But I thought it was weak. But last year, I felt that the quality jumped massively. Like, we went to Kilree and drew, right? We had serious. We went to Bangstown and drew twice with G, home and away.
Yeah.
Bet powerful 1-0 last kick, Mickey Condren, probably the first goal he scored in 25 years. You know, like, I mean, the games were so tight.
Good. Even the games I used to like, and it's great that you have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday games.
The quality has jumped so much.
Like that game with G and Cretyard, it was a great game.
Yeah.
And it was a super finish by Anto Fitz to win the game.
Oh, it was deadly, yeah.
You know, it was very good. But then I go and I watched Collision, I watched Vale obviously played from Friday nights as well. Good quality games, like.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And Burn Celtic will come in, they'll be okay.
Burn Celtic, I'll get to them. I think I was going to go on Vale. I think Vale are soccer mad. And if they get it right, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I think Hanover, I think you're dark horses, if I'm going to be honest. I know you're playing a Kai, right? I know you've probably signed about 7 or 8 really good fucking players, and you'll be thereabouts. So yeah, I'm not an idiot, Pop. It's not your first rodeo, right? I know you'll be thereabouts. If you look at it, I know you're not an idiot. I know you probably had a 3-year cycle or plan in your head. Year 1, stay up. Year 2, get into backroom staff with a couple of old faces. Year 3 now is your money year.
It's a moving year, isn't it?
Yeah, it's your moving year. So I think you'll be close. I think Pats are as good as anyone.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm not going to sit here and lie in the podcast. We've signed players.
Yeah.
Out of the blue. Any player we approached hasn't signed. But we got in a few lads from nowhere that
are excellent.
I don't know. I haven't seen them play.
Right.
But they're training really hard. We're only trained a minute, right?
Yeah.
Training really hard, they're working really hard, and they're massive additions.
Right.
Not even from a quality sense, but from the sense that depth. I think our problem the last couple of years was depth. I think if we were missing a couple of players in certain positions over the last 2 seasons, we were in bother. I think we're missing depth. So say for instance, even to change things up.
Your midfield is so strong.
Yeah.
I know Dini's gone this year, isn't he?
Yeah, he's gone. You can't replace Denny Farrell.
But you only have Chris Gallup back. He's like a new signing.
Chris is back. Yeah, but again, you have the midfielders.
Is a centre midfielder.
But say an example is Harry Walker. I'd rate Harry Walker.
Very good player.
I think Harry only played 6 games for us last year.
He didn't play against us any time.
Do you know? And Harry is excellent.
Good player.
Very good. Obviously, Brandon is a very good player.
Yeah.
Chris Gall's a very good player. Toby's a very good player. You know, there's
Lord, that was a big problem for you not having him on Sundays.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can have him. Well, we should, but look, it's pre-season. It's in the air. It's not on concrete, right?
No.
But I think if we can keep the depth that we have now, that's currently training, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah. Like if you turn around and you have 11 points, 12 points from 15, first 15, 5 games are like, we're rock solid here and we're right in it.
I don't agree with you.
Do you not?
What I would say to you is, don't lose.
Oh yeah, I know, but
like Craigie drew 3 games last year.
Yeah.
So if you go on your first 5 games,
they had a bad start, didn't it?
Yeah, you go on your first 5 games and you pick up 9 points, but you haven't lost. You'll be thereabouts.
Well, learning how not to lose is a feeling that.
Very hard to coach as well.
Yeah. You know,
very hard to get that attitude.
It depends on the characters as well, Podge. I've good lads up there now. We're always crippled with Gaelic at the very start.
Yeah.
And that's why I would never, like, if we got off to a good start and then get the Gaelic lads back, we'd be fine. But we miss too many. Like, it's hard to get them. Like, they're training an awful lot.
Is it a psychological thing for a player as well? Can you thinking, I'm playing here now, but sure, as soon as Joe Saw was back here, I'm with the gap?
No, I don't know. How would you say that? The lads I have Podge that play Gaelic, they probably wouldn't train with the soccer until the Gaelic is over, but they're very good to me for matches.
Yeah.
They play the matches, like.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether they're told not to play matches or whatever, but there's a lot of lads that are individually minded. Like, to me, what to do? I love Hanover as much as I love Airog or Pal or Rafael.
Yeah, well, I admire that also.
And I love that.
Yeah, I admire that.
There's too much pressure on. Like that whole GAA season goes on a crazy length of thing.
Sure, it's 12 months of the year now.
It's 12 months of the year.
Yeah.
You know, and I never knock anybody for playing Gaelic, play it away, but...
Well, that's why I'd be an advocate for summer soccer.
Come back training in March, and the championship starts in
earlier,
August.
right, sometimes earlier.
You know, all the hurling is over now. The hurling final is on this Sunday.
The Carlow setup is pathetic, though.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
Sure, there hasn't been a football kicked in the championship yet.
No, all the hurling's over. The hurling final, I think, is this Sunday.
Is there a break after the hurling final?
Straight into football. So
the following weekend ends round 1 of the championship. Are they groups? Are Carlow groups?
Yeah. Sure. If you lose, if you win one game, you're in a.
What are the Blues? Intermediate?
Junior A.
So you have a junior A club in the Blues. You'll have Pal, so you draw from Pal, and you draw from Aero. So you're drawing from the 3 clubs in.
Yeah.
That's a disaster, man.
A couple of lads at Aska as well.
A few lads at Aska.
Yeah. You know, Andrew Vint was there.
Yeah.
Mark O'Brien played a bit.
Yeah.
Mark probably played the B team this year, I'd say.
Andrew's a good lad, isn't he?
Andrew's a good lad, yeah. He didn't play the last few games of last year because of the leaving cert.
Yeah.
He had to study for that, so that's fine, but I'm hoping to get him back in this year again.
Maybe a good lad to get in.
Good lad, yeah. Honest
good
lad.
player.
Great family.
Yeah. Gentleman. Philip's gentleman. Regina's a lovely woman as well, to be fair. Newark, I would agree with you. I think Newark had to be favourites.
Yeah.
Even if, I was thinking of this today, even if they didn't sign a player and kept what they have, I'd still say they're favourites.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And not even because their players are miles better than every other team, but because of the rhythm, the system, they know how to play. Brendan McLaughlin said on the last week episode, hey, if you know who you're playing with and you can understand what the player you're passing the ball wants, it's an easier game, right? So I think that puts the favourites. I think
to create that Newark team pods create so many chances in a game of soccer.
Well, they get in behind so many times.
Oh my God, it's unbelievable.
But everyone can see how to do it.
Yeah.
Try and stop it.
Try and stop it. Yeah. Well, let's stand in the side and it's easy. Look at them.
Yeah. Tuck in, get your fullback to tuck in, and then win the foot rest. No, because if the fullback tucks in, that leaves a 2v1 because their winger won't go into it, then he'll stay out. He'll get on it. Then by the time you go press their winger, the fullback will be on the overlap and you're
very good at
get behind anyway.
You only have admiration for them.
Oh yeah, I think they're I think they'll go far in Leinster again. I think they'll be in the business end of them competitions again. I think
they had a fantastic opportunity last year, but it just didn't happen with the 3 players they missed in the semi-final. It was big losses.
I think if they get it right, as I want to say, get it right, I mean get a good draw.
Yeah, draw is crucial.
Get a good draw, and that's something I want for me this year with Pats. I'd like to be in the Ulster competition after Christmas.
Well, it's a testament to Newark that every team in Leinster doesn't want to draw them.
Yeah. 100% correct.
It's like North End.
Yeah.
Gorey.
Yeah.
Evergreen.
Yeah.
They have that name now.
Yeah.
They have that name. You don't want to draw Jesse Walker class.
Yeah.
And that's...
But there's a different... I remember the time we got to the last 32 Leinster, last 16 Leinster. It was a Friday night game anyway. We played it out the Venny Dunnard in the UL. 2 52-seater buses the club brought up. Like the buzz.
Yeah.
Pop it. You couldn't recreate it.
No.
Like the most competition games to go. I remember going over to Edenderry and beating Edenderry 3-0 over there. Like Edenderry would be a massive club.
Yeah.
Going down to Wharf beating the side down to Wexford beating the side in Wexford. Like they're running them competitions, they're brilliant, man.
Yeah.
They're just great. Like remember going to play Kenny Egan's team up in I can't remember wherever Kenny Egan is from, but he was involved with the team. We went back to the pub after it. Bet him 2-1. Dominic Byrne scored a peach of a header.
Did he?
Bet him 2-1. It was a great day. It's brilliant.
You can get a couple of games in a pod, brilliant. And like you're in it then. Boys, we're in the last 16 here now.
It's great. But you got semi-final.
Semi-final.
But you should never got that semi-final. No. But though, I'm not saying as in you aren't good enough, but like you wouldn't have the same weight in name as you do now.
No.
You know what I mean? Like now you'd be Hanover a good side, like, but back then you probably, because you didn't have a Premier behind you. I
remember the year before that though, Podge, we drew Pike away.
Yeah.
Pike were well established.
That would have been the FAI.
FAI.
Yeah.
That was in
Limerick, Pike Ireland.
Yeah. It was some game.
Yeah.
Brilliant. We had everybody. Delaney, Walker, the whole fucking lot.
Yeah.
Pipped this 1-0 down there. But like I'm going, please hang on for a second. We're only little small Hanover Harps.
Yeah.
And we're up against one of the biggest teams in Munster down there.
Yeah.
Right? Do you know what I mean? And we ran them close. We could have beat them. Like that's what far that's coming on.
Yeah.
You have to give yourself a pat on the back as well sometimes like that. Yeah. Because you don't want to start small and like, it's only the small little league, the Carroll League. But there's some great soccer players in the bunch.
Oh, savage. I remember that game against the Venny Dunnard, bringing on Conal Dunn.
Yeah.
It was Conal 16 at the time. What a soccer player.
Yeah.
And he came on and caused mayhem.
Did he?
Like just the best 2-1. He came on and he come on and set up a goal. But then I think he hit the post, missed it. Oh, he was brilliant. He was there. I remember going back for a pint in Dino's with Shane Fitzharris, I think, and Jelly could have been there, and just like sweating up, man, the quality we had.
Yeah.
Bringing on likes of a goal.
That was brilliant. Yeah.
But it's great.
If you can have that depth pod through the year.
But that's what I mean. I think if we can keep that depth for Pats as a club, I think we'll be close. But in saying that, I fancy Newark. Criar will be there. I think you'll be there. I think there's going to be more teams in the hunt this year than there ever was.
You could,
to be honest with you.
You could. Well, how would it be fair to say this? You could lose a record amongst the games in that league this year and still win it. Do you know what I mean? Like on their day, if everybody is playing well, everybody can beat anybody in that.
Well, it's funny you say that, because I remember having a conversation this time last year with Badger Brennan, and I said, Asher, it'll be jokes, whoever win the league won't lose a game. I remember him saying to me, I guarantee there'll be more points dropped this year than you'll think, because the gap is closing.
Yeah.
And if you look at the table, he's right.
Yeah.
Like, Newark drew 5 games. Lost none, but drew 5. We drew 6 games. Out of those 6 games we drew, 4 we were 1-0 up in. Right? So there's, do you know what I mean? Like, and he was 100% correct, and I would make that statement this year.
Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be a landslide. I think the lads will drop points.
Do you think the linesmen will be an addition to games? It'll be better? Are you happy with that?
Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea. What I would say is I'm undecided if it'll work, from the perspective that
the expense.
No, I don't think the expenses. I don't think the expense will be an issue, right? I mean, depends who you get. The relationships you have with the officials. It's still human, so there's still going to be errors. So you could go through half your season, and you could have been flagged 10 times, but the season before it would have been 10 goal chances.
Yeah, fair point, yeah.
You know, I think that's the beauty about. I think it's a great step forward. Yeah. I wouldn't knock the league for making a decision.
No.
I think it's fantastic. I can't answer the question if it's going to work or not.
It's definitely worth a try, though, isn't it?
100% it's worth a try. Yeah. I think we're progressing so quick. And I'll say this about the league, and I'll say this when we have the league official on. I think the league's in a position now where they have to make a decision. Do they want to be bigger than the clubs, or are they going to get outgrown?
What do you mean by that now?
So if you look at, say, if you take Collection as a template,
yeah,
look how much they've grown. Yeah. Not that you're suppressing clubs from progressing, but if the clubs are progressing to a level of facilities,
yeah,
coaching, officiating, all that crack, the league has to progress as well.
Yeah. Yeah, they can't stay still.
They can't stay still.
Yeah, you have to be.
So there's no club in Carlow. There is no club in Carlow should be bigger than the governing league it's in.
Yeah.
And if that happens, it spells trouble, because clubs will go. Clubs will leave. You know, they can go to Kenya or they go to the League, whatever it is. So as clubs are getting bigger, and clubs are getting bigger, you have the grant going in for a full size Astro. Collection are I hear building another pitch out there. Pat's after getting a grant for, I don't know what it is, some floodlighting and a grass pitch or something like that. No Walker. You know, every club is progressing.
Yeah,
like Norley's pitch is unbelievable. You know, Bagnallstown are going in for, I think, an Astro training area. So every club is getting to the level where it's progression.
Yeah.
Now the league want that, but they can't let them go bigger than them. They have to move with it. So if that's the league getting their own pavilion, getting their own ground, it's making the Oscar trainers bigger.
Yeah. I would have always loved the Carlow League to have their own grounds. They should. They should do, yeah.
I wouldn't play in a Carlow League though.
No. Like,
I think, and this is going to be controversial. I think the people in the positions to give land and things like that should be listening to this, and they should understand how big soccer is in Carlow.
Yeah.
And we're not small. We're massive.
Sure,
go to any junior game on Friday and Saturday night last year for Sunday morning, and you'll know how big Carlow soccer's gone.
Yeah.
Go to that Youth Cup final.
Massive.
You'll know how big Carlow soccer's gone.
It was like a festival of soccer, wasn't it?
Go to the Cray in Newark game.
Yeah.
Go to the Cup final, us in Newark.
Do a couple of hundred at.
Brilliant.
Easily. 300 or 400 there.
So it's gone. It's
and the teams around your Cup final was in.
Yeah.
It was a crowd at.
Yeah. Big crowd at. Like, so whoever's in a position to, I had this outcry years ago for the academies. Give us a bit of grant. They don't even own a postage stamp worth of grant land.
No.
Surely there's somewhere that they can give them 2 or 3 acres.
Yeah.
Here you can develop that. Here's a grant, develop that.
Yeah.
It's your ground.
Lovely though, wouldn't it?
Be brilliant.
All Cup finals.
Be brilliant. But I think that's the conversation that they have to have. And again, this isn't a slight in the Carlow League, but it would be a worry or a fear that I'd say that don't let the clubs outgrow, you know.
Yeah.
Because they'll dictate.
Move with
it. Yeah. Who do you think the standout player will be in?
Standout player. a couple from each team, Bodge. There's Sir Dean. Dean is fantastic for New York, isn't he? And then Dottie's Mr. Consistent in the back line.
Yeah.
Dickie Dowland never does that. He never gets beaten, does he?
No, very
Do
good.
you know, like
I know he's not carrying a few knocks lately.
Yeah, they had a lot of games though, Podge.
Yeah.
And the rest would have done him the world of good.
Yeah.
Then you go, Mikey Byrne is fantastic for that Great Yard team. Craig.
Who was deadly for Great Yard last year? Niall Purcell.
Very good. Yeah. And like I said this before, and he doesn't get any recognition because he's probably slight and he's not a big domineering centre forward, but Ando Fitz can score goals.
He scored so important goals.
Yeah.
Jeez, he scored massive goals.
Like, he doesn't have that burst of pace to get in behind. But if he's in,
he cuts across you, you're in trouble.
He's so clever.
Forget about it.
Yeah. Like, you bring him down or let him off.
Yeah.
And then the shot is away then. Like, that touch, I keep saying it. I was down looking at that touch against G for that goal. It was like unbelievable touch. It was class.
I only watched it 20 times in the VAR. Thanks, Anto.
You know? I think if Michael Laboche can, how would I say this? I don't want to be hard on the chap, but if he can control his discipline.
Is he? I wouldn't have said that about Michael.
No, he's a good lad, but all I can say, like, how would I say this? If I was playing, I'd go after him straight away, try and get him, wind him up.
You get inside his head?
Oh, gone.
Would you?
Yeah, and you can do that to certain players, but they have so many good footballers over in Tullow.
Yeah.
I'm a big, massive fan of Michael Laboche. I had him at Hanover. He played at Hanover for a while. He was some player. And he's a proper player. He shifts, he's strong, he's able to score. I think if Adam McCarron is a fantastic player for me.
Rolls Royce.
Brilliant. You know what I mean? Brandon Cassidy. I think Brandon Kelly is a phenomenal soccer player. Yeah. I think he's absolutely brilliant. He can play. You ask Brandon, where do you prefer to play, Brandon? Don't mind, I just want to play.
He loves the pop.
That's it. That's all he says. I just want to play.
I had a quarrel conversation.
If you asked him to play left back for you, Podgy, play.
I had the most mature conversation with him last week on WhatsApp. That he just opened my eyes up what he was saying to me.
Yeah.
How mature he was and how much. Here's the killer for him. Here's the taker. He plays because he loves the game.
Yeah.
No other reason.
Yeah.
I love playing soccer.
Yeah.
That's why I play it.
Yeah, he's deadly. I think he's brilliant.
Yeah, I would agree.
For me, he's just behind Dino. Not even behind him. I'll say the difference to him and Dino is Dino gets a lot more goals than Brandon. He plays in a different position, I think. Even though the two are midfielders,
Brandon is so
drops
cool,
into the
man.
6 at the very start of the game, but then he develops further up the field.
Yeah, but Brandon is so cool on the ball.
Oh, brilliant!
Yeah, for me, I'm going to be biased. I think Dean is a generational talent. To use that word now a lot, but I think Brandon's the best player in Carlow, in my opinion. Well, maybe that's because I see him training and see him playing the games. I watch him in the recorded games we have. I think Dean Kelly is one of the best I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But I just think Brandon.
The junior players I've seen though, I've seen a lot.
We're getting Dean on. It's agreed he's going to come on. We have to get a date in, but and I have a great time for Dean. I think he's brilliant. But Brandon is something I've never seen.
I just he is, and I did the Oscar trainers with Gav this year, and I have more admiration from coming out of that. Like the game in the Leinster Senior League, he bossed it, and doesn't care how big a lad he is, man. Yeah. He's up over and win the headers. He's on the ground. He's some man to his work rate. Like it's a love to play the game.
Loves it. Yeah.
Loves it. And
loves it.
I think he's brilliant. I just think he's brilliant. There's other players in the there. I think Lord is a fantastic striker.
I love Lord. Yeah.
I think Chris Gall is back this year. Chris is a proper baller. Do you know what I mean? He's like a new sign for Pats.
Yeah.
I know he came back. He played a few games last year, but he came back as if he wasn't away. Like he looked flying.
I was down there tonight. We're training there tonight, and I was looking at Conor Hart and Harry Lloyd. The lads are specimens.
Yeah. The two Dorgans are like that.
They're
like that. You wash your clothes and his fucking bellies. So you go,
believable.
Washboards.
This is nuts. The boys are.
But that's the thing, though, Podge. When I was their age playing, no one went to a gym.
You had the conversations there, sorry to go off topic, about pre-season, right? And I remember my very, very first pre-season as a coach at Pats. I think we had 6 lads for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
7 lads, maybe 10.
You can have it. That's
like we're probably 5 sessions deep now. Like it hasn't been under 20.
Yeah, you are.
And the lads that are coming are, yeah, they're fit. Like it's not saying they're technically, as I said, I haven't seen them play, so I can't comment on that. So
yeah.
But just from a physical, endurance, like cardiovascular space, they're levels, Papa. I'm telling you, kids are different now,
man. Every young lad budges in the gym these days.
They're levels. Harry Lloyd. I say if you hit him a tackle, I say it's like short on a wardrobe.
Keane Ray's have to come back now. Keane Ray stopped playing the Gaelic and he's have to go into the gym in the summer. It's like he's put a valve in him and pumped him up.
Go ahead.
I'm not messing with it. Like, looking at him the other night training, I was like, size of his fucking legs.
Keane Ray's some player.
Big shoulders gone and everything. Like, do you know, it's a big year for Keane.
Yeah, it is.
For me anyway, you know, because he's a good player.
Yeah, I think the standout for me as well, Smithers.
Brilliant.
I think he's
I'm so looking
Mark Sean Smithers, lad.
Yeah.
No thanks.
And I tell you who I'm really looking forward to seeing. Shane Duffy. Class.
There's a few lads in Parkville I'm interested in seeing.
There's a few lads in that Burn Celtic team I'm interested in seeing. Like that's
what I said. They said Parkville, Burn Celtic. Burn Celtic, I meant, sorry. Yeah. Burn Celtic.
Like Adam Feeney is playing.
Great soccer player.
The 6 patch.
Go away.
The 6 against Phoenix that day.
Go away.
Yeah, and brilliant at it. Shane Duffy sort of played ahead of him. Fagan. Yeah. There's so many good players in the patch. I'm not missing. I was like, geez, they're going to be okay.
Oh, they'll be fine.
Yeah,
they'll be just.
And I believe a few players back as well.
Oscar's gone back.
Oscar's back, I believe. Yeah.
Dara Donoghue, was a great player around a little bit last year. Is it Sean Tracy?
Sean Tracy, yeah.
Be a nephew of Andrew Cordon's. Savage soccer player.
They'll be all right. They'll be there.
They'll be grand.
Yeah.
They'll be grand.
Yeah. There's so many individual players that patch that are like.
It's hard. I love Cottle. I love Cottle Cockle.
Yeah, he's a warrior, man.
You know, I like James McGrath. That's my profile of player. I love, as you mentioned, Chris Gall. I love Jelly. I think Jelly's fantastic. Yeah. You know, he's there the whole time. He's in unbelievable shape as well, by the way. What is Jelly? 52. He's in some shape. To be fair to him.
62.
I think a dark. It's a very hard one to call. I'll go back to the point I'm going to make. I think the league is going to be as competitive as it ever is. I think he'll be thereabouts. I think if our depth is as good as I think it is, I think we'll be thereabouts. And I'll make a statement now. I think there'll be a different name on every trophy.
Yeah.
Or close to it.
Well, you know what that is, well, Podge? That's great for Carlow soccer too.
Brilliant.
Like, as much as it was great from you walk winning 4 trophies and then the next 4 trophies, that's a serious achievement.
Yeah.
It hurt everybody else.
Well, I think everyone else had to look at themselves, Papa, and kind of say, as a club, as a management group, as players, and kind of say to yourself, "Hold on, a second.
Yeah.
You know, are we going to compete here? Like, or are we?
Well, I remember in the middle of last year, Shane of KCLR, Shane Walsh Sport, he rang me about asked me to speak about the Oscars.
Yeah.
And he was speaking about New Walk, and he said, "There's some great teams down there, isn't there? New Walk and Crit Yard and Pats and that." He says, "Yeah." He says, "New Walk, what did they win 8 trophies over 8?" And he says, "Yeah." I said, "But that's no one else's fault. That's it. Well done, New Walk." Like.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? You can't hate them for that.
Yeah, but just you can't hate them. But you have to come up with the
everybody
attitude.
Has to get stronger.
100%.
That's it.
So that's what I'm saying. Clubs have to look at themselves.
Yeah, and they have like.
So you have to step it up. If it's in your coaching team, if it's in how you help them prepare, if it's the facilities you're offering, you have to step up.
Yeah,
you have to, because it can't. It's great for no walk, and just fair play to them. And I don't think they'll ever be done again. Right? No. Or you know, I don't know if I'll see it again in the next 4 or 5 years, but you have to try and match them, and it'll only make Newark better as well.
It will, yeah.
If Newark are playing outside competition quality games every week, they'll go further than outside competitions.
Yeah, they will.
If the clubs are matching Newark in them games from Carlow during the week, it'll progress them. And you talk about the A team and B team. So if you're an A team, if you're Hanover and your A team's in the Premier and your B team is in the First Division and you're at that level, all of a sudden your B team players are knocking on the door to play for the first team.
Yeah.
And it changes the whole, the whole thing. That's brilliant, Papa. I really enjoyed that little review episode.
Great, yeah, I love that.
So we're doing a thing next year, Papa. I kind of mentioned this to you in passing, right? Once the league starts on a league basis, it's Papa versus Podge. So we're going to look at the league fixtures every week.
Okay.
Right? 3 points for a win, nothing for a loss.
We're going to do one little league table.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, nothing, So basically, if Pats are playing Hanover and you say Hanover and I say Pats and Pats win, I get 3 points, you get nothing. But we do that in all the games. So it's like the pools, right? So we do the Premier fixtures, top of the table. Sorry, whoever's the most points at the end of the year wins. The loser has to do a forfeit.
Right.
We'll let the people decide the forfeit.
Let the people decide the forfeit.
Yeah, why not? Why not? On that bombshell.
In trouble here, could I?
And look, lads, thanks so much for listening again this week. That's a little preview. Thanks for support on the Buy Me a Coffees. Thanks for support on selling out the jerseys in record time. If you have any feedback,
I knew it'd sell, but I think Jesus Christ, it went so quick, didn't it?
Yeah, the idea is, Papa, that we spoke about it because not that we're going to be. This is going to be our careers. We want to make a brand out of this, right?
Yeah. So
if we can do 4 limited edition jerseys a year,
yeah,
and my hope is that it'll get cheaper and cheaper. That's my hope, right? But that's something we have to discuss with the manufacturers. But anyway, the next drop will be Christmas, so it'll be presents, whatever. But look, thanks so much for support, lads. You can still support the giveaway. Draws on the 30th or this closing on the 30th of August. We'll draw the following Tuesday. Just go on to Buy Me a Coffee and buy some coffee, leave your name, you'll enter that draw for your chance to win 4 interactive tactics boards and 10 brand new footballs for your club. If any ideas, any insights, hey, just contact us on the social medias.
Yeah.
As always, Pop, it's not my podcast.
Not my podcast.
It's Carol Soccer's podcast. And I actually realised I didn't say that in the last episode. So I'm saying it now. It's Carol Soccer's podcast. Thanks for listening, lads. All the best.
Thank you, my man.
Brilliant, Pop. Top class.
Deadly.
Chrissy, how do we go?